Bueno, cuando quieras te unes y le de la misión, se la tengo justo enfrente. ¿Me estás viendo? ¿Eh? ¿Cómo es todo eso? Ah, sí. Menos las 4 cosas estas que no puedo, porque están a 160, está todo limpio. Y luego me ve todo, espera. Luego enseño la habilidad. Estoy a 110. Para que veas.
Rowan, Holger, why all this shouting?
Es un vídeo.
Eivor, thank Tyr.
I heard shouting. Is something wrong?
Holger robbed me,
No,
and I demand he be
viéndola.
punished. Ha! Rot disappointed word. Does the deer rub the stream when she takes a drink? Does a cow rub a field when he crops on sweet grass?
Eivor, this matter requires sensitive judgment. Will you?
No estaba atento. ¿Qué coño?
Of course. From the beginning, please.
Well now, there is no excuse too small, I see. Nothing to keep you from coveting that seat, is there?
In Sigurd's absence, who has better claim to oversee these disputes?
You might leave them to work it out for themselves, but that would mean letting go, would it not?
Puto Dag, tío, tú calla. Subnormal. Lo tengo visto que me va a
Please start
traicionar.
again. Tell me all that has happened.
I will start. I have been falsely accused by this Saxon Philistine.
A Philly what? Are you mocking me?
Silence, please. I will hear both of your complaints and render a decision, awarding compensation if needed. Understood? Rowan, tell me your version of these events.
As you are aware, Holger and I are neighbors. Near enough that I often catch him at my stables, stealing my tools.
Borrowing.
Holger, let him speak.
Stealing, borrowing. My point being, I have always allowed him to use whatever he pleased. I greatly admire your Norse generosity and had hoped to match it. But this morning, Holger stretched the limits of my grace. Entering my stables for their feed, I found my most beautiful, gentle mare stripped of her tail. Bereft, not a strand in sight. I am ashamed to say my natural suspicion drew me to Holger, and how right I was. For when I peered across the lane, there he was, gripping a horsetail brush slathered with indigo, dragging it across a sheet of
Painting, Rowan. I was painting. You make it sound so crude.
You see? Such willful arrogance. It will take ages for Ilgafur's tail to reach its former length. I demand compensation.
I understand. Thank you, Rowan.
Vale, muy bien. Y ahora tú
Holger,
qué.
let me hear your side.
Eivor, you have known me as a skald for years. You have seen how my poems bring life
pero le has cortado la cola al caballo, gilipollas.
to our people. And you know that my work requires a certain, let us say,
Sí, pero de todas
freedom
formas.
to make use of rare resources.
Se le corta el brazo y ya está, punto.
Often when lacking the proper tools, I have made use of novel items. Alvis's walking stick, Tovi's inks.
Pues vamos a volverle calvo a este tío. Y usamos su pelo para sus pinceles, que use su pelo propio.
Rowan?
As I was saying, this morning in the throes of poetic reverie, I realized that my latest piece required delicate brushwork. I could have used a frayed stick, some cloth, my hands, but no. I needed something gentler, softer, to make a perfect brush. I needed the fine hairs of a well-raised horse. And so I availed myself of a local resource.
You clipped Alfgafur's tail to the rump without asking.
Es que le ha quitado todo el pelo, tío, de la cola.
Thank you, Holger. I believe I understand your position.
Es que...
I believe I have heard enough.
Claro.
You will...
My horse looks like a fool, Eivor. No handsomer than a donkey now. You must do something.
Do not conflate hair with beauty, Rowan. She remains radiant. Elgifer's hair will grow back in no time.
Quiet, both of you. Now listen.
Joder. Su puta madre, vale. Es que tenés razón el tío. La ha cogido...
Holger, Rowan is clearly in the right.
Es que le ha
He
cortado
shed
la
the
cola
tail from his
entera.
horse without gaining permission.
I borrowed the tail. Borrowed. Does the reality of regrowth not make this a victimless crime?
It is a two-victim crime, Holger. Though they are unharmed, you took without asking, and that will not do. As the horse's value has diminished significantly, you will pay Rowan its market price.
But the horse was not for sale. Rowan, admit it.
My decision is final, Holger. Pay what you owe, and meet tomorrow as friends.
And if I do, may I keep the horse?
Pay the man and be done with it. Rowan, does this satisfy you?
It does. Thank you, Eivor.
Vale.
Good. Then by Tyr's blessing, let this matter rest. We're done
¿Y
here.
por qué querías ver
Return to your
esto?
homes in peace.
Shoot. Away with you now.
Would you allow me to
Vamos por culo. Ay, qué cosa más mimosa. Ay,
after all, in some way?
Absolutely
el
not.
perrito.
Silver is the only color I wish to see from you.
Bueno, en fin. Volvamos a lo que es el tema.
Oh, hello, Eivor. Good day. That Holger, he is quite the character.
I almost envy him. To see the world through such a muddy glass and live with such petty concerns. He hasn't a care in the world.
Let's not walk too far with that idea. I need you right where you are.
East Anglia is with us. Their King Oswald has pledged his loyalty to us.
Eivor Kingmaker, we shall call you soon. Some
Anda,
interesting
me he
news.
subido de nivel.
King Ceolwulf has sent Ceolbert to Shropshire. He hopes to install him as Elderman there.
Good for Gilbert. He should do well considering all he has learned from you.
I gave him only a taste of my knowledge. The rest he will need to figure for himself. One more thing. I do not know if you heard, but Svend passed away a short time ago. The poor man slipped away in his bed.
I had not heard, no. And how is Tovi? She must be gutted.
It has been rough on her. She spends quite a lot of
Puta
time with this
borrachera,
burial
bug de
mound.
mierda.
Speak with her, if you have the time.
Sí. Sí, un por culo. Vaya bugs tiene el puto juego. Venga, cárgate ya. Ay, cómo quiero la 5, tío, cómo quiero la 5. Pero cárgate ya, me cago en la hostia. Muy bien. ¿Y ahora qué?
Word of our growing settlement has reached outside ears, so have a look around. You may see a few new faces.
¿Estás bien?
Randvi, are you well? You seem distant.
I'm fine. Only a little tired, but well enough. Shall we look at the map?
Not until you tell me what is wrong.
Oh, I think I have. I feel somewhat trapped. In this room, in this settlement, in this life.
I cannot help you with your life just now, but I can get you out of this room. What do you say?
I don't know. There is much work to be done.
Stop. Forget about alliances and responsibility for just a few hours.
O sea,
We
que
could
te vas
take
a
a ride
follar a
to
la novia
Grandbridge
de
or somewhere
Sigurd.
nearby for a change of pace.
That sounds lovely. And too far to consider just now. But thank you, Eivor. Maybe another time. Now, what was it you needed?
I should go.
Entonces me ha dicho de guardar, ¿no? Que tengo en el inventario. No falta. ¿Tengo para gastar? Sí, 2. Iba por... ¿Por? Sí, sí, sí. Doy guerra, doy guerra.
Randvi, take a break. Let us make for Grantebridgeshire and get you out of this musty room.
Do you mean now? Right now?
Of course. You said you were tired of all this, so why not stretch your legs and fill your lungs?
I did ask,
Pero
didn't
puedes
I?
mover la cámara.
You're right. Lead the way, Eivor.
Vamos,
Follow
que
me.
te voy a meter por todo el culo. Vamos. Joder, tío, no me pierdas.
We won't take the longship today. This trip is for us. Just you and me. Is that a problem?
Not at all. So long as I get some air and sun, I will be fine. I spend too much of my day
Joder,
in
el
the
destino no se
longhouse.
puede
We
llevar.
will need to cross the river at some point if we want to enter Grantebridgeshire. If you know a better way, I would love to hear it.
Is swimming not an option?
Qué puente. Aquí este puente, ¿no?
I don't know. Are you joking?
A boat or a horse would always do, but I'm not opposed to the more traditional methods.
Buah, como odio el puto caballo en este juego. Ugh. Pero sáltalo, me cago en la puta, caballo. Meh. El caballo es tonto. Tú sigues camino, su puta. Ya lo sé. Qué bonito que esté nevando. No, debería haberme tirado antes. No, hijo de puta.
It really is lovely here. I have not been this far east of the settlement. Isn't that awful?
You think safety awful?
To live one's life in so small a pen, and hear stories from you and the scouts
Yeah.
without ever venturing further. Gods, do you smell that? The earth and the air. It is good to be out here.
Arre, arre, arre. La Mari Morena. Mi pase. Muy bien, era todo guardado y bien. Aparte de que me va porque estoy con el streaming y tengo un internet de mierda. Vamos para allá, vente. Porque me da trompicón a mí, fíjate tú. Tú. Joder.
And here we...
It's been quite a while since I've seen your face around here.
I know you, I think. One of Soma's loyal men. Magni, is it?
Yeah, good memory.
Good to see you again. This is Randvi, a dear friend and a sturdy fighter.
Well met, Randy. Eivor seems to have a preference for befriending lovely women.
You know, I noticed the same thing.
I expected more people about Magni. Has something happened?
Someone rounded up some warriors and took them west. She's hoping to open a new trade route with Ox and the Vod there. Only now, in times of trouble,
Sí.
I have discovered they are
Pero
not necessarily
se sabía que era él. Porque la tía se lo cargó ahí en el momento. Ni dudó. Pues nada, me dio un escudo y me dio las gracias por revelarle el traidor. Y te llevas a la mujer para el barco tuyo. Que te une
It's crippled me already. The bastard stole my horse yesterday morning.
So what will
We
you...
can take care of them, Magni. And if we don't find your horse, we will steal you a new one.
Well, that would ease my mind. I have nothing to
Por la
offer you for
pintura.
this deed, but the
por la
bandits
pintura
surely
tú
would.
que tenía.
Take from them what you like.
La pintura amarilla.
Consider the matter handled. Eivor, come. We have a camp to raid. The bandits are camped on the river, he said, east of the water's edge.
Están en el
You
río.
volunteered
O
us
sea,
for
me
a
tengo que ir a
fight,
la
Randvi.
paja y a
Is that your
esta.
idea of a pleasant ride through the country?
It must be. I surprised even myself.
Venga, súbete.
Away from the table for a day and already you are
Normal.
lusting for
I'm
blood.
feeling you must know well.
Ahora tienes que
no?
venir conmigo para
I have
reventarle la
always
jeta a la
wanted to
gente.
experience the
Ah,
world
sí,
as you
tú
do.
tienes la habilidad de
No,
doble
I don't.
arma pesada.
Unless you have a more interesting...
Ya verás.
We will help
Vas a
Magni and
flipar,
clear these
colega.
bandits. But do not be rash when we find them. The Raven clan needs your steady hand.
Yes, indeed, my lord.
Una
I shall follow
combinación
your
que va
order to the
girando y
letter.
girando y
If I
girando
did
y
not
girando
know
y
any
haciendo
better,
golpe,
I would
golpe,
say you were
golpe. Está muy
teasing
guapo.
me.
Oh, certainly not, Eivor Wolf-kissed Iron-Fisted Drenger.
Sí,
I
pero es
would
cuando
never
combinan todos de la
kiss one
misma
with such
clase, creo
commanding
que te
authority.
viene.
There, the bandit camp.
All right, stay close and do as I do.
Rude and look sternly at the
No.
horizon.
By all means.
Hostia, que me han visto.
I thought you wanted to do this in secret.
You seemed hot for a battle. So here we go.
Oh. Esta sí que me había matado. Ah, pues no, porque esta armadura se ve más resistente que la otra. Regner. A tope. Sí, por la armadura que tengo. Me pongo la otra porque esta es una de las armaduras compradas. Me pongo la del Raven Clan y me cepillan. Pero tú no me has visto enfrentarme a los
Feel
bosses.
strong.
¿Qué coño? Hay más gente por aquí. Joder. Que no quiere. ¿Dónde está el otro? Es normal este. Esta espada es del traje ígneo.
Now to deliver Magni his horse.
Está guapo, ¿eh? Pero yo prefiero ir con doble hacha. Yo prefiero ir con esta, la del padre, y la del Housecarl este. Porque la cantidad de cosas que tengo... Pues bueno. Puedes, lo he probado, pero no me gusta. No es para mí. No me mola ese estilo de lucha. ¿Eh? Sí, muy lento. Y por ejemplo, los bosses del mundo lo pasas muy mal, ¿eh? Sobre todo con las brujas que te dan la armadura de Thor. Son muy putas. Muy putas. Sí, tengo las botas de Thor. También está el Mjolnir aquí dentro. Y el Excalibur.
Let's return the horse, and if your thirst remains, we'll look around.
Mira, aquí, ¿ves esta armadura de aquí? La dorada que te estoy enseñando. Pues esto creo yo que es el casco de Thor. Porque aquí hay una estatua de un dios así, Sedir, y se le puede clavar, sí. Y bueno, me he cargado yo a una que estaba por aquí. Por aquí hay una, esta es otra. Y la de aquí abajo también es otra. Y son todas muy putas. Y esto es un caballero de Ragnar Lothbrok, que es uno de su tropa, que te lo tienes que cargar. Que lo único que quieren es que alguien le dé una muerte valiente y cosas así. Entonces tienes que luchar contra ellos hasta la muerte y te dan cosas también buenas. No ya puedo volar. Está guapo. También al final me compré yo como de regalo la de Draugr. Y también está muy guapa. Me gasté otros 6 pavos creo que era para comprarme el traje nada más.
Magni, we solved your bandit problem.
Did you? Well done. And did you
Ahí
find my
está,
sweet
por eso no
mare?
quería echarle otras 30 horas.
Thank the gods she is safe.
Que más
And
es
thank
que
you, Eivor. And your friend
ya lo
Frank,
sé, pero tú tienes la
wherever
Play
she is.
5, yo tengo la
She is
Play
here
4
somewhere.
y tengo la Slim. Tengo la Slim también y entonces claro, como tengo la añeja, pues
Someone is
como todas las
thirsty.
Plays tienen un
Are you
poquito menos de
determined to
potencia.
get drunk? What are you playing at?
A drinking contest. You versus me. Wolf-kissed versus Table Maiden.
Ranvi, we can do better than Table Maiden.
Mead Queen, then.
¡Hala! Venga,
All right.
vamos.
Let us drink.
Vamos, guapetona. Esto va a acabar en sexo puro. Sí.
You're going to start.
Ah, no. Su puta madre.
So slow.
man, you better.
Muy bien, que he ganado.
There, you see? Should not have tried to outdrink me, Randvi. It cannot be done.
Strange. I see your lips moving so rapidly, yet all I hear is, "Thank you, Randvi."
So, are you satisfied? My head is ringing like a bell.
More than satisfied. Now come, we'll ride this off and take in the air as we head home. After just one more stop.
Randvi.
It's a sunken tower near a waterfall, close to home. We can stop for a look, and then you are free of me. It's near the highest point of a hill, just south of the settlement. Easy to spot, I'm sure.
All right, one last stop then.
I know it might not show, Eivor, but I am terribly excited.
Oh, it shows.
Leaving already? Well, I do hope to see you again. Randy, return any time.
I might have to, Magni. Thank you for everything.
No, thank you.
Vale, ¿y ahora dónde? Hostias, con la valla quiere ir a...
Safe travels.
Vale, la ruta es más fácil por aquí. Por los barracones, por la puerta... ¿Qué pasa por ahí? ¡Al ataque!
I think you may have punctured poor Magni's heart back there.
What can I say? Not the first, and it will not be the last.
I name you Randvi, slayer of bandits and breaker of hearts.
I will sound it with pride. Sunniva described this tower for me. A desolate yet peaceful place.
Quita bicho,
I'm eager to see it.
No te
After a full
pongas
day of
en
action,
técnico.
finally you wish to calm down.
I've had my fill of adventure. Time for a little rest.
Go!
El acueducto está chulo, tío.
I was wondering something. You and Soma. Was there something more to your bond? You spoke of her with a particular shine in your eyes.
We grew very close, very quickly. Is that what you mean?
Me choca con los
I
cuernos.
mean, did something happen between you two?
What sort of question is that?
An innocent one. Innocent as a newborn babe.
Nothing happened between us. That is my answer.
I find that disappointing. If I were you, I might have tested a water Eivor, entangled by a hardy Jarlskona as she leads her army to victory and prosperity. A rather appealing match. Look there, that must be the tower. Take the bridge. Just as beautiful as Sunniva's stories tell. Can you imagine how it looked when it was first built, hundreds of winters ago? Sometimes when looking at a map, I imagine little people in their little armies.
Aquí apareces con otra misión
And
también.
now, staring at these ruins, I imagine
Porque
people
aquí
of
detrás del
old,
puente
how they
hay un
lived,
cofre.
never knowing what would become of their monuments.
You have a fertile imagination.
I want a view from the top. Shall we?
Lead on.
Vamos. Que me he mojado la capucha.
Mind where you put your fingers. These stones are old and weathered.
¿Qué pasa? ¿Por dónde va la chica? Deprisa. Si quieres este pene que se te escapa, que me tiro. O sea, que no quieres una vista desde la cima, quieres una vista desde casi la cima. Muy bien. Se nota. Va a haber polvo.
A stunning view. It reminds me of my early years in Norway. How I used to climb the hills beyond the wood.
You have an adventurous heart. I hardly see it behind the table, but now I've watched you scale a tower in furs, soaking wet.
I was rowdy in my youth. Hunting, sailing. I was a wildling of the open air before I became this staunch and stoic woman. Married off in service of peace between two clans. A noble and worthy role, but not one I had ever imagined for myself.
You would have made a fine wandering warrior. A Jomsvikinger, free to come and go as you pleased.
I think so too. It may be we would have sailed together, over the open seas, raiding or traveling.
Or faced each other on the field of battle. Without your marriage to Sigurd to secure peace, our clans might still be at war.
True. Very true. Thank you for today. Every bit of it has been a dream, and I'm not keen to wake.
Then don't. We can stay here as long as you like.
Yes.
Lo ha empezado ella, que se note.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have. I got away from myself.
Pero aparte en la época vikinga las mujeres se
Sigurd is
compartían.
your brother, and I have put you in a very difficult position. The heart does not do politics like the head.
It may be the meat, it may be the air, but there's no need to apologize.
I am sober enough. But the truth of it is, I have felt this way for some time now.
Me gusta,
I care for
Eivor.
you, Eivor.
Ay, ¿qué hago? ¿Qué hago? Pues me la voy a tirar,
Comforting to hear.
porque soy así.
I have long felt the same way, but I banished the thought that this would ever happen.
Porque si esto es la traición, el hermano que se vaya a tomar por culo ya, que me toca mucho los huevos, tío, el hermano. Que no hace nada, lo hago yo todo y se queda con todo el hijo puta. Hombre, claro, no, en la vida real nunca lo haría, pero en un videojuego que más da.
Not in words, but deeds.
Deeds are more direct than words.
Bow, chica, bow, wow, chica, wow. Y bueno, volvete. Si yo me estoy tirando todo lo que se me proponga en este juego, porque me acuerdo que en el Odyssey había un logro por eso. Hasta me tirado un tío, fíjate, en este juego. Sí. Sí. No sé. Yo no, yo me lo tiré porque como haya un logro por hacerlo, los romances, pues como había en el Odyssey, pues ya sabemos. Bueno, en fin, ¿ahora dónde? Es verdad, para la poción de Valka. ¿Dónde está la poción de Valka? Anda, vale. Es que de todas formas voy a tener que volver aquí. Mira, eso voy. Que no es viaje rápido. Es viaje pero no es rápido. Me encanta hacer esto. Pa. Pero lo mantengo pulsado porque... porque sí. Uy. Yo soy vikingo. No se cansa el tío, ¿eh? Jajaja, soy Neji Hyuga. Rotación de tropecientas palmas. Hey, trigrams, rotation. Pa, 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 pa. Me pregunto si me quedo así, ¿me podrán atacar? Nah, y si me hacen unos rojos, pues con el tengo que esquivar. ¿Ah, sí? ¿Cuál? Sí, pero ¿de que te acuerdas la escuela? Porque yo tengo la habilidad del parry, pero no me acuerdo cuál estaba. ¿Esta cuál era? No, esta es el de caída. Vale, no, este es de coges un proyectil y se lo devuelves. ¿Este cuál es? Vale, este es el de las bombas para desaparecer. Este es el de veneno y este es el de los cuerpos. ¿Y este cuál era? Ah, sí, puedo ficharme en las flechas. Oh, sí, vale, es este. Es este. ¿Y este de arriba cuál es? Sí. Hostias, pues si lo hubiera sabido me hubiera ido para allá hace tiempo. Vale, ¿cuál va a ser la manera más fácil de llegar? Es que no, va a ser al principio. Vale. Ah, que no puedo. Daño de habilidad. No me he dado por el ataque, ¿sabes? Solamente llevo nada subiéndome eso. Bueno. La diferencia, tío. Pero me meto contra la peña y me revientan, así que tampoco te creas. Me pongo la armadura del Raven's Clan y de Nagaigo. O sea, con esta armadura que tengo puesta, no aguanto un golpe contra los que estoy. Hostias. Flecha explosiva al 2, ¿eh? Sentido ahí, pues vale. Se lo han enterrado vivo al payo. Bueno, creo que puedo. Que se me apaga la tele, que se me apaga la televisión. Pam, pam, pam.
I have the plan, Shamit.
Good,
Joder.
good. Once added to the elixir, it will be ready to drink. In taking this, you will have access to the All-Father's wisdom. You will walk the path of Odin and live as he lived so long ago.
O sea, que me pongo los pies de Odín. O sea, voy a controlar yo a Odín.
Another plane.
Si tú siéntate mejor, nene.
The elixir is ready. It will taste like misery itself, but it will open your mind to the sights and sounds of the 9 worlds.
Pues venga. Que comience la fiesta. Ahora siéntate, guapo. Soy un pájaro. O sea que esto es una pantalla de cargar. Muy bien. Me cago en la puta, tío. A mí sí. Y luego son mentiras. Siempre tardan más. O sea, no puedo mirar para abajo. No me deja. Tengo que mirar directamente a la luz. Muy bien. No sé qué le pasa, que está cogiendo la cámara cada 2x3 y fijándola en ese sitio. Vamos. Venga, vaya, coño. ¿Va sería? Aún me tiene que cargar, me cago en... algún día este mes. Por esto nunca uso viajes rápidos, tío. Y casi nunca vuelvo al pueblo. Hostia, ¿esto es Asgard? El árbol del... El árbol de la vida. Ajá. ¿Y aquí quién tenemos? Adi.
The prophecies of the Nornir are as clear as daylight. The Aesir are doomed. All Asgard is doomed. Repeat the last passage.
Brothers will fight one another and kill one another.
The home of the gods turns red with gore.
It will be an age of storms. An age of wolves.
Not this. Further along. The foretelling of a wolf. A great beast.
The wolf Fenrir howls terribly before the gates to hell.
The beast will break its bonds and run.
And my part? What about me?
Then comes the second great sorrow.
When the Havi goes to fight the wolf.
And falls to Fenrir.
And falls to Fenrir. It's there, you see. You have foretold my death. Your Havi will die.
We speak what we see.
We know your fate. Your destiny.
O sea que mi destino es luchar contra el gran lobo Fenrir.
You three spin out destinies as a thread in fabric. But threads may be unraveled by snags and catches.
Not all can be foreseen. But loose threads can be rewoven or restrung. At day's end, the tapestry will be preserved.
I am no string to be plucked or tied. I am the High One, the Lord of Ecstasy, the enemy of the Wolf. I am eternal.
Yo soy Javi. ¿Quién era Javi? Un dios.
Riddled words only cloud my thoughts. A storm is brewing. Not in the clouds, but down below. Does our final battle draw near? Is this how Ragnarok begins?
¿Pero tú esta misión te la has hecho? Juan. Pues amplia la zona. Sí, se ve que sí. Vale, y se ve que no puedo volver hasta que no me complete toda la zona. Vale, poder 90. Bueno, pues sabes que te digo que estoy por dejarlo aquí. Bueno, supongo que podré saltar, ¿no? ¡Wow! ¡Qué guapo! Bueno, pues voy a apagar el stream aquí. Muchas gracias por verme, Perico. Pero yo me voy a ver los últimos 2 capítulos.